Boys as young as 14 years old have been asking their teachers how to choke girls during sex. This is a BBC
Miles
report.
Brody never play with me.
Right.
What?
The teacher has told the BBC, Dr. Thomasine Priest, who teaches at Bridgeon Comprehensive in Bringland, said some children now feel as if it's normal part of sex and asks how soft of a squeeze of the neck it should be.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm just trying to wonder if we need to know.
The children
Bring
are our future.
that
Teach
cutting
them well
behind.
and let
That is so
them
disrespectful
lead the
for
way.
you to ask a teacher. I don't think I've ever looked at a teacher and feel like I can ask such an outlandish question.
I don't know. Listen, let me tell you something, right? When there were certain questions that we would never have asked our teachers back in the day. I remember when we were in social studies class in grammar school, that we kind of, were a little bit more bold in the questions that we were asking, especially when we were talking about things like, sex ed, even when we were talking about crime, because, everything was primarily out of the textbook that we were looking at, and the teacher would just expound more on that particular topic. This is very out of the box. It's kind of weird to me to hear it, but I don't know. I don't know how these teachers are teaching nowadays. I don't know what the demographic of teachers are nowadays, because I do know it is a younger set of people right now who are teaching, and I don't know. I really don't know.
I want to believe maybe they've spoken about sex before, because it feels very random to me to just ask her out of the blue.
Right.
Because kids be
Really?
disrespectful.
Not
though.
really?
Not really.
Okay,
Because
cool.
after reading this article, a thought came to mind, which is that we as human beings, whether it's adults or children, we pick up a lot of things through the media that we consume, and a lot of it happens through osmosis. You're on a bus, somebody playing a video, you hear some random things, you pick up bits and pieces of conversation people are having. So a lot of things filter to us unconsciously through osmosis, and it becomes part of our general thinking. So if a group of children are asking the teacher this question, it could mean that the music they're listening to, the shows that they're watching, the people that they are around are having or displaying some of these actions, these tendencies, and now they are inquiring about it.
Can you imagine you're teaching algebra? X plus Y equals 16, and,
Right.
and teacher, hold on a second. You say, okay, what's the question, Johnny? How hard should I choke a girl during sex? Like that, in the mental sense to me.
That makes sense to
Yeah,
me.
I believe
don't
there's
think-
there has to be something more to that.
I feel like I'm gonna speak on my experience. There was a teacher that I had. I will always love her. She just made us very comfortable, and we could have any sorts of conversation with her. So I feel as though that it was a situation where the teacher may have made them like a bit too comfortable, because
Okay.
I remember with my teacher, we opened up about a lot of things. Like, she knew the scope of everybody's business, because she, from since off the bat, like the first thing we started speaking about was just like boys.
So you think it's an inappropriate question to ask a teacher?
Of course it's an inappropriate, unless you're not asking the teacher like, hey teacher, how can I practice safe sex? Because, but to ask how do I
Nike, you
choke?
think so as well?
I think it's very out of pocket.
Glenn?
I don't think so.
I'd be whooping behind.
I-
Why you don't think so?
I'm not.
I don't think so.
I don't
because
know. I think I need the context, because if
Yeah.
it's of somebody that has breached sex with them before,
Yeah.
but if she's never, then yeah.
Why you don't think so?
I don't think so, because we've been placed in this situation multiple times where we have commented on the fact that children don't have people within their lives whom they can ask important questions. And sometimes the person that they have available to them is a teacher. It could be that the teacher, as you've pointed out, presented themselves in such a way to the children that they feel comfortable speaking to them about different things, because they know they will not necessarily be turned away,
Or judged
chastised,
lightly.
or receive judgment, but would interact with them in a very real and meaningful way.